Hi, welcome to Insights. I'm Denise, and today I am happy. I am grateful. I am joyous. I am peaceful. Why am I all these things? Because I serve a God who never changes. So even though my circumstances have been changing, even though things around me have been difficult, I choose to be happy, to be peaceful, to be joyous. And I just want to tell you today that you can choose that today because all the things that you may have been facing in your life, I know, I am aware that we as a people have to find something to cause us to be joyous, to be happy, because there's so much happening that we don't even understand. We cannot figure it out, and we're waiting for somebody to stand up and tell us the truth. We're waiting for things to come around to a place where, okay, I remember that, I understand that. We are at that point. But today, that's not the topic of conversation. Today, I want to talk about the 11th hour. The 11th hour. You know, today is 11/11. And so being the 11th of the 11th month, many times we have things that we're waiting to see happen in our lives. We're waiting on God, we're waiting on people, we're waiting on circumstances, we're waiting on situations. And things have not changed. And you say, when is this situation going to change? And seemingly, because I know there's a story in the Bible of the Israelites, they were under some pressure, they were enslaved, and they were at the point where they're finally going to make the escape. They're making this daring escape in the middle of the night, and they come to a place where there was nowhere to turn. There was the Red Sea in front of them, the Egyptians behind them, and there was nowhere to turn, and mountains on either side. Where shall we go? What shall we do? Have no way to turn. And it's seemingly at the 11th hour, they found a way of escape. What was that way of escape? The same God that you're waiting on in this 11th hour to give you that way of escape, to show you what is the answer to the difficulty you may be facing or the challenge you may have had. You were saying, God, where are you? And they were crying out, wait, well, you brought us to this place that caused us to die. We could stay where we were. At least we had a living. And some of you are saying we could stay where we are because you don't understand where God is taking you. And the challenge is in front of you, and you're saying, this can't be God because God is not going to allow this. But you know what? He wants to show up and show off, as we say. He wants to show up in your life, and he wants you to truly trust him. He wants you to know that he is God. Many of us are trying to do things on our own, and we think that we are little gods in and of ourselves. But he's saying to you, you have no ultimate control. In fact, the Bible says man plans and God laughs. He laughs. He also says in his word, he remembers our frame that we are but dust. You are but dust. But he says he loves us. He loves us, and he sent his son. So you may be waiting on him for something. That particular thing you're waiting on, you may be having ill health. And you're wondering, when this God who says he's a healer going to heal me? You may not have food on your table. When this God who says he's a provider going to provide for me? And seemingly there's a knock at your door at the 11th hour. And that breakthrough you're waiting on. So do not give up on the brink of a miracle. Your 11th hour time is now. At this 11th hour, be joyous, be happy, because God is going to show up and show off. Trust him because he cares for his people. He said in John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever is you, believe in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. And verse 17 says, he came not into the world to destroy the world or condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved. So be blessed today. He's going to turn up in your 11th hour. Rejoice at the brink of the miracle. God bless you. Shalom.